Alright, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you today with another video du jour. It is my last day off, my last holiday. I took an extra day off for the long weekend, so it was nice. I had a nice 5-day weekend, and I go back to work tomorrow. So I'm going to take these off since the camera is right here in my face. My hair is all over the place. I apologize. I look like an axe murderer. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you enjoyed your Labor Day weekend if you're in the U.S. If you're in other parts of the world, well, I hope you enjoyed your Monday. Us Yanks, we had it off. So today's video du jour, Better Angels. Greg Stoltz, Arc Dream Publishing, 2013. Actually, no, I think this was produced sooner. Let's see if we can find a date. 2014. And it's funny, I just found out about this game. I was cruising drive-through RPG, and I saw it, and I thought, oh wow, I'm going to check this out. And it was funny because Josh over at Angel Citadel, they just did a comprehensive review of this as well. So you want a more in-depth review, go check them out. Hardback. Color art, comic style art. Let's see if I can find a good image. Yeah, there's a good one. So, nice image there. Get my fat thumb out of the way. So, this is a weird game, guys. I'm usually a fan of Greg Stoltz stuff. There's some more art. See it? Great art. I mean, the art's fantastic. This one, I don't know where to go with this one, guys. It's not for me. Maybe if I played it, it would be great, but I don't have a group that likes superhero games, so I really don't have anybody to play it with, because none of my gaming group is into superhero games at all. So what is Better Angels? Well, first of all, I'll say the fiction in here is awesome. It's really well done. I read a lot of it. Greg Stoltz is a phenomenal writer and game designer. He does cool stuff. I'm going to back up from the camera a little bit there. I can't think of the game right now, but it was set in 1940s, World War II. I just can't think of the name of the game, but it's a superhero game. And he introduced this game system that I'm trying to think of. Does he give it a name in here? The One Roll Engine, and it's a D10 system. So you're basically going to grab a bunch of 10-siders, and you're going to roll them, and you're going to determine which strategy applies along with which tactics. So. And this is where the game gets, I don't want to say goofy, because it appears, I like the One Roll Engine for his other games, superhero games. Wildfire, I think, was one of them. I just literally cannot think of the name of it. So you have strategies and tactics, and you have cunning, and then cunning breaks down into greed, cunning, patience, espionage, cruelty, sly, open, cowardice, corruption, devious, and insightful. And then you have powers, demonic aspects. Oh, you say, Mr. Mean? Demonic aspects, devilish devices, and specialties and histories. So what they do with this game, or what Greg and his fellow designers do with this game, is they kind of have taken from Wraith the Oblivion from White Wolf Games, where you're in a round robin style. You have a game master, and you have like 3 to 4 or 5 players, maybe 2 players, and the player to your left controls certain aspects of your character, and you control certain aspects of the character to your right. And so you also help make the characters. So what's weird about this game, and I shouldn't say weird, what's different about this game is you should probably play with a group you know well. I don't think this would be geared very well towards convention play, although it might. You never know. Sometimes you get those diamonds in the rough or gems where everything just clicks at a convention game. And I've run a number of convention games like that where it's just total strangers or maybe 1 or 2 friends, and the rest, and it all clicks and everybody has a grand old time. So it, it's a little odd. You build your character, like I said, the person to your left helps you, and then you help the person to your right, and then they get to control your demon or aspects of your demon, and you get to do it. So it's a round robin kind of thing. But this one roll engine is a die pool of d10s, and you're going to roll however many dice it is in your pool. You're looking for a certain target number that the GM is going to set, and then you're going to grab any doubles or triples or quadruples of those dice. And so you're going to have your width. Your width is how many of those dice you have, if I remember correctly. Yeah, turned up with the target number, and then or target number or higher. And then your height shows the number which turned up. So width and height. Now, in his other games, in Wildfire, I think it was, and it's going to haunt me now until I think of the name of that game. You're looking for a set of, obviously, if you get 4 dice as opposed to 3, that's better. If you get 3 better than 2, so on and so forth. So it's a unique game engine. I like games that use D10s. That's really cool as far as I'm concerned. He gives some great examples in the book, for like dice pools and everything. Like I said, the art is fantastic. What I don't like about this is I don't like the cover. I think the cover is kind of misleading. I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. And I'm a big fan of Greg Stoltz's stuff. Like I said, I've got all his other games. I just can't think of the name of them right now. But this one just missed the boat for me. It just didn't, you're playing demons that are superheroes. So, like, there's no true superheroes in the world. It's all demons that are forwarding their goal, and they just happen to do some good things. But then every so often, the demon rears its head. So they choose good people. And, like, in the starting fiction in here is really good about that because it gives you that conundrum, because she's obviously a good person. She's never done anything wrong. And now she's thrust in this position to become a hero, a better angel. But she knows she has to let a demon into her soul. And it's and they're like, well, and as the piece of fiction goes, it's like, well, we can get you who might have a chance at doing good, or we can go get that guy that's an axe murderer or who's been chopping up little kids, and we can give him this power. It's up to you. Now, of course, obviously you don't want the bad guy because then now unfettered power, it's bad. That's not to say you can't be killed. You're very tough to kill because you bond with a demon and you have powers, and depending on how you pick your powers and stuff like that, you can have certain vulnerabilities and things like that. But the game is just, it's kind of out there for me. And I just, the religious aspect of playing a demon or whatever doesn't even factor in for me. I don't care about that. I think it's kind of cool in that aspect, but I don't know how well a gaming group is going to sit down and play this, unless you've been gaming together for a long time or a decent amount of time and you kind of know each other very well. I also see it, in today's trigger-based society that we kind of have. Are you going to offend people with certain things? If you got a guy going around killing babies, now you make him a better angel, basically. You make him a superhero with, all these horrible tendencies. I mean, it's up to the group to censor that kind of stuff, but you know what I mean? It's not everybody has that filter, and so it could lead to some awkward situations or uncomfortable. And I never, when I run games, want to put anybody in that situation. What I think, humor is a great example of this. What I think is funny, you may think is appalling. So you have to, you have to kind of judge it with a grain of salt, I guess. Take it with a grain of salt, as the old saying goes. It's a cool concept. I'm glad it's in my library, but I don't think it's ever going to see the light of day. The art's phenomenal. The layout of the book is nice. I bought it off of Drive-Thru RPG. They printed it and sent it to me. It's the art's, most of the art is fairly consistent. Some of it is better than others. Some of it's horrible. Well, I shouldn't say horrible, but it's just not. It's not up to par to what I expect for a superhero kind of genre. But some of it is outstanding and amazing. Like this, I don't think it's a very good image. I don't. It doesn't speak to me. But art is subjective. What you like, I don't like. Like I think this is a cool piece. So again, other people might go, "Oh my God, that's hideous. It's horrible. How can you?" So again, it's subjective. I like the mechanic. The character sheet to me is, I think they could have done a better job. It is kind of simple. You color in the pips. I don't know how well you can see that. You'll color in the pips, for what you have. And you go left to right. So, cunning, if you had cunning at 3 dots, and in patient, you'd have 2. And they offset each other. Sly versus open, devious versus insightful. And then they each have 2 that are based off of that. So cunning, you have greed and generosity. Patience, you have espionage and knowledge. Sly, you have cruelty and courage. Open, you have cowardice and endurance. Devious, you have corruption and nature. So you see a yin and yang, positive and a negative. And you build your character. And again, the person to your left is going to help you build that character for better or for worse. Now, I know a lot of people that would probably say, Mr. Mean, I don't want to play this game with you, especially people that have gamed with me for a long time. Adam, I'm looking at you, buddy. We played Wraith years ago, and everybody was, no, you will not be my Wraith. So we almost didn't get, in fact, I think we only played the game for 2 sessions, and then we didn't play anymore because it was just too dark. But I think it's a cool concept. I think Greg put it out there. Do you have it? Is it something you're playing? Are you interested in it? Do you know about it? I'm glad I bought it. It's a good read. The fiction in here, like I said, is really good. Or it's fun. It's not, award-winning or anything, but it's not bad. Greg's an excellent writer, and I enjoy it for what it is, but I just don't think as a game, I don't think this is going to bring people together. I think it's going to push them apart more than it would bring them together, and I think it's going to lead itself to arguments and bad feelings and stuff like that. So I'm not quite sure. Again, if you have a long-standing game group, and you guys have been gaming together for a couple of years, then it might not be an issue. But the mechanics, like I said, they use their one-roll engine, which I do like. It's a D10 system. I don't have a problem with that. A strategy and a tactic. That's your dice pool, and then you roll it. You're looking for height and width. How many dices and how high those dices are in pairs. So obviously, the more dice you roll, the better chances you get of getting quadruples or what have you. But yeah, I'm on the fence on this one, guys. This one does not get a buy from Mr. Mean. I'm sorry, Greg. I love your work, but this one just is a miss for me. Now, that doesn't mean you might not enjoy it. Like I said, if you like this style of art, if you like this odd superhero type genre where you're playing a demon trying to do somewhat good things, but then of course when the demon gets loose, he or she does a lot of bad things, which is what can happen in this game. So, and I think it's going to take a strong GM that knows this setting very well and has a very defined, clear idea for the kind of campaign he wants to run, and I think it would be wise to have all the players on the same page, so to speak. So, Better Angels, like I said, Angie Citadel did a nice flip through it in a review of it. Theirs is text-based, mine's obviously video, but go check that out. It might give you a little bit better idea. I just couldn't bring myself to like it, guys. I really wanted to because it's Greg Stoltz and I'm a big fan of his stuff, but I just couldn't get into this one. So that's about all I got, guys. It's going to sit on a shelf and probably collect dust. I hate to say it. I love superhero RPGs. I have a plethora of them. You can see Brave New World sitting right there. That's all most of the Brave New World books. I have just about all of them, including the GM screen. I don't have the adventures, though. I only bought the actual books. So, I mean, if I was going to play something like this, I would go play Brave New World. That's just me. Or Savage Worlds, superheroes, and, go from there. I think it might do a better job. Although I do I do like his one roll engine. I do like, because I'm a big fan of D10s. So I love vampire. I love, werewolf. So I love those D10 engines and game systems. So I don't know, guys. Give it a try. Pick it up. See what you think. Maybe it's for you. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying it's not the game for Mr. Mean. But again, thanks to all the subscribers, the new subscribers. We're about 70 short of 1,000 subscribers, trying to hit that 1,000 mark this year in 2021. I'm hoping we'll get close, or hopefully we'll break it. We have a thriving Discord. I'll put links down in the doobly-doo. I'm also on PayPal. I'm also on Patreon if you want to support the channel that way. We have some cool perks. Every so often I do drawings where I give giveaways to my Patreons. I do maybe one shots or maybe a small 4-shot scenario, and I choose among my Patreons to play first. They get first dibs. And then, of course, that also gets you a unique moniker on my Discord channel so that everybody knows you're a Patreon. And we have a thriving community over there on Discord, so there'll be links down in the doobly-doo. So hopefully, if you like that, if that's your kind of thing, and you want to play games, you want to come talk about RPGs, please hit me up. I love it. I also have a new email. I don't know what took me so long to do this, but if you want to email me, you can email me at mrmeanspeaks, all one word, at gmail.com. So mrmeanspeaks@gmail.com, and that'll come right to me, and I will be more than happy to check you out and reply to you. I try to reply to all the comments on YouTube, so drop a like. As Dave Tootie says, one of my favorite tech reviews, thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. Again, a big shout out to all the new subscribers that we've gotten in the last couple of months, and the new people joining the Discord. Peace, love, and hair grease. I hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday afternoon, and we'll come do this again real soon. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Take care.